Hello everyone, I have a lot of work with painting the Grey Knights and I decided to paint something very different for Untitled. I received a Rat Ogre miniature from Michael from Norfolk. As you see, the miniature is assembled and based. On this example I will show you how to paint the Skaven Rat Ogre miniature. First of all, I cut the miniature of the base. Then I removed glue and sand from the miniature. Using clamps, I glued the pipe parts together. I primed the miniature using a vallejo grey undercoat. I made pre-shading on the model. I applied a black paint where I wanted to create shadows. When the shading was done, I applied a white paint to the most exposed areas. Let us start the painting. Using beastial brown, I covered dark areas on the miniature. Then I applied base skin color. I used a mix of vermilion brown and dwarf flesh. Next step was creating highlights using bleached foam. When paint was dry, I applied a little beastial brown to the hollows. The model looks like this. I started painting the fur. I used a Kiss black paint as base color for it. I started painting the cloth that each rat ogre wears in order to hide his genitals. I decided that Umbral Amber from P3 is the best color for the base. I also applied base color on the bandages. I used mix of bleached bone and Codex Grey. Next step was first stage of highlighting the fur. I used mix of Kiss Black and Codex Grey. I covered cloth using macrame thread. I made the white highlights on the bandages and painted metal parts bolt gun metal. I painted the harness beastial brown. Meanwhile, I highlighted cloth using blood red and applied blood red to the eye and festers. I painted a rope Umbral Amber. I applied base color on the snake tail. I used a dwarf flesh paint. Using a copper from Vallejo Liquid Gold range, I painted this strange Skaven device on the shoulder of the Rat Ogre. Then I mixed copper with red gold and made highlights. The last stage of highlighting I made using old gold paint. I painted pipe Kiss black. When the tail was dry, I made the shade. I painted lower part of tail using beastial brown and dwarf flesh mix. Then I highlighted upper part of tail using elf flesh. Final stage of painting tail was applying the beastial brown into the hollows. Using a well-thinned flesh paint, I painted head of Rat Ogre. I highlighted eye and feathers to the yellow. Then was second stage of highlighting the fur. I covered a miniature satin varnish and start washing. I used black-brown wash. After washing, model looked like this. The last stage was painting the warpstone. I used sea green and livery green from Vallejo game color. Now is time for finishing touches. I applied dark red rust pigment on the steel elements, then I applied the satin varnish. Last detail I painted was small corrosion on the brass. I use well-thinned hawk turquoise. Thank you for the watching, please subscribe, rate and leave a comment.